Mero con melon. Meloncollieflaurです。Sorry for being away for so long. But I am meloncollieflaur. I am back. I took a much needed break. But I'm back with the SUIKA game, Watermelon Wednesday. I hope that's not too bad or anything like that. Comment on hello Hickory Havoc, hello Milo Seal, hello Ba. Welcome. I can't believe you guys waited for me. That's really nice of you. This is so interesting. This feels really interesting. Oh, okay. At any rate, happy March. Welcome to the third month of the year. The prophecy spoke of this day when in the darkness of shining bright, Melon broke the gloom that hung over us all. If there's 100 fans, I'm one of them. If there's one, then it's me. If there's 0, I've left this earth. I think I remember that meme, yeah. And the 17th will be a pun. And the 17th will be a pun. More like a pun, I suppose. おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。私はメロンコリフラワーです。今日の配信はスイカゲームだよ。久しぶり。と、ただいま。Okay. It's been a little bit. Let's get going. Yeah, I do apologize though. I really did need to take a break and recollect and stuff. We're also back to classic SUIKA. Yeah, I said I was going to switch between them anyway. I just didn't know when. I figured this would be a fine time to do so. So why not? I think. But yeah. Feels weird streaming again. Let's see. There have been some things that obviously have happened over the course of a month or so. Over the course of a week or so. Like in terms of Pokemon, of course. I watched the Pokemon Presents. Looks pretty good. I've seen everything. And a lot of cool stuff. So, if you're comfortable with it, if you'd like to talk about the whole thinking about stuff, of course. I won't be talking much today. Gonna be working on some special arts for April. Okay. Hickory. Sounds interesting. Don't mind me. Yeah, good luck. Oh. I've just been, like in general, I've just been thinking about a lot of stuff. Thinking about what I wanted to actually do, or try to figure out like where my place is, I suppose, and stuff like that. And just trying to figure out a good way to get some sort of schedule done that presents as good, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought it was great too. We are definitely getting a lot of good stuff. Where do I want to begin? I'm trying to think. What? Huh. It's been a while since I played this, for sure. We are definitely XDing our darkness. What? What? Yeah, of course XD and Coliseum and whatnot are coming to switch to GameCube and NESA, which was planned from the start anyway. So it is nice that people will finally be able to play that in an official way, considering how much it costs these days. So that's fantastic news. I don't think Coliseum was announced. I remember seeing... It wasn't announced in Presents, but I do remember seeing it in the lineup still. For Switch to GameCube Online and whatnot. I guess there's a reasoning for them announcing XD first though. Probably later. More than likely. And stuff like that. And then the re-release of Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it's now out on Switch and stuff for half the price that it was when it initially released, which is really good as well, because apparently those games used to cost, or not used to cost, but still cost a lot to get physically. So that's also fantastic news. With events and whatnot added and everything that were like basically JP only, I think, a long time ago. They added the events back to the game. Well, there you go. Yeah, we did. So you can now get Deoxys and Lugia and Ho-Oh. And I've heard that the legendary dog's roar glitch was fixed as well. So that's fantastic too. So that's really cool. I think that's really nice, actually. The Deoxys Hallelujah events did come to the States, if I recall correctly, but very limited. Oh, really? Is that so? Wait, the roar glitch is fixed? That's what I've seen, yeah. Unless rumors have lied. Because, you know, everyone operates on rumors on the internet when they watch videos and stuff. From what I've seen, unless someone can deconfirm that, I'm pretty sure the roar glitch was fixed. It's fine that it's fixed. And if it's not, then I'm pretty sure there is an ability that a Pokemon can have to keep it from happening. Like 1 or 2 abilities. So, since we know that it was a thing, that's a precautionary measure. So you can never had roar, so it's not affected. Yeah, so there you go. Wow, 1380. 1380. Also the name filter. Ah, there's the face again. Same old I see. Yes, so there is now a name filter. For like censorship and stuff. This is one way we know that the game was obviously somewhat what's the word? I can't think of the proper word, I guess. But obviously they did go into the files and stuff, go into the programming and do something to the game as well. Home support as well. That too. There's home support for Fire and Leaf Green. On the Switch as well. There's been a lot of comments and stuff regarding Fire Leaf Green releases. It's very interesting to watch and read on. Sometimes it scares me though, because Pokemon in general is just a scary topic to begin with, because people get very confusing about it. Honestly, people have been begging for them to be on Switch, and now when it happens, people decisive. Yeah, exactly. It's weird. It's something I don't really understand. Because if I didn't grow up with the games, and I never got a chance to really play them properly, I'd be excited for it too. That's with any release or re-release of a game. If I didn't grow up with Galaxy, and I didn't get the 3D All-Stars collection, then I would be hyped for Galaxy 1 and 2 and stuff like that. Like, it's for people who never really got the chance to play, or for people who lost their copy, who would like to play again, who don't want to actually emulate and stuff, who actually want to like own their games and whatnot, or have a game like in their possession, I suppose. So but yeah, I guess most fandoms are like this though. The more people are passionate about a thing, the more likely people are also really scary about it too. Now new players are finding out you can't remove that without the mood leader. Well, yeah, HMs have been like that for a bit, yeah. Yeah, new players aren't aware of old mechanics, I think. So yeah, for most people who know of the game, they already know. Humbling the newer fans, I don't know if it's called humbling per se. It's just that it's an older game, so if you're used to anything past what generation, what, 6? I don't know, I'm not sure. Then yeah, HMs were a thing. And you can only remove HMs with the mood deleter, yeah. It could be worse, it could be Gen 1, where you couldn't remove it at all, I guess. So yeah, different Pokemon, different region, different mechanics. It's always been this way. The ideal HM user would be a doggo who is a great artist. A doggo who is a great artist. A doggo who is a great artist. Okay. Who's that? That's interesting. But yeah, in my eyes, that's a huge thing. I think the release of that for the anniversary was huge. Granted, Melon. Fire Red and Leaf Green was released as a for an anniversary when it was first released as well. It's just that it was double the price at the time. Smeargle. Is Smeargle a dog? I guess he's a beagle, yeah. Something like that. I never really used Smeargle as an HM assistant. Interesting. But yeah. Beagle smeared in paint. Oh, okay. Haruhoro Melon. But yeah, the event thing is also huge news. Absolutely. I've seen a few videos in my feed of people basically soft resetting for starters and stuff for shinies. That is something that scares me, because that takes a long time most of the time. Yeah, so makes a great partner, especially for any aspiring artists. Oh, I see. I guess, yeah, Smeargle is perfect because I guess you'd have to... How does that work though? Because you have to sketch it, which means you have to teach it to someone else. And I guess you could also use a double battle for that. And then use the move deleter on your other Pokemon, maybe, I guess. Since enemy trainers aren't going to have an HM move most of the time, if at all. But Smeargle is normal type, so that also helps. Just something I never really thought about. Hmm. 1671. 1671. What's missing? And the grassy angry bird. So what are your thoughts on the new starters? Yeah, I haven't talked about winds and waves yet, have I? I like them. I like the way they look. They look cute. I wasn't expecting a reveal on Gen 10, but looks good to me. Grassy angry bird, Pomeranian fire dog, water gecko. Yeah, I like their designs. I like their designs a lot, actually. They're very cute. All we can hope now is for people to just enjoy the games, which that's a tall order, unfortunately. Especially coming from someone like me. So yeah. But yeah, no, I like the way it looks. I like the presentation of it. I like the starters. I like the way they look as well. Excuse me. I've already seen others making art predictions of the middle final evos. I've seen one or two. I think I've seen one or two people doing art, yeah. It confused me at first because it's like, I mean, the Pokemon are gonna have evolutions, I mean. But like, hey, art is still art, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of art in general of the starters. Like immediately, like within the first 6 hours of the presents, I've seen art of them being drawn and stuff. So people are fast when they want to be, for sure. The mind is an interesting thing. But yeah, winds and waves seems pretty interesting. Let's see. What other rumors and things you guys have for me? 'Cause I know you have plenty. You guys are my rumor source after all. I'm already aware of most of the things, but there's a lot that I'm not aware of, so I'm sure you have plenty to share with me. As per usual. I got nothing. Is that so? Now that's interesting. I guess that's usually how that goes. For me anyway. Well, Hamster 5 happened on accident. I don't know what that means, actually. That's a legitimate thing. I actually don't even know what that means. Right? I don't know what that means. Melon. To bring a person. Yeah? But what does Hamster 5 mean, though? As in a 5th charity stream or something like that? Or what? Melon. Hello, Owen the cat. On Melon. Hope you're doing well today. Hamster means running in the Mimi wheel until you manually earn all the rubies. But why though? Is it just fun for him to do? I don't understand. What do you mean accidentally? How do you accidentally do that? I'm so confused. I don't know. To me, that would be torture. Right? I'm confused. Hey, but you know what? Thousands of people probably still watched it anyway. So who am I to talk? I can't say anything. At least they stream and make content, so I can't really be angry at them. I can't really wrap my vines about it, so. He was playing a room randomizer where the goal was to find all the pixels and accidentally got to the hamster room in the story state in chapter 2. So then he was compelled to run on the wheel because of such, right? Mayhaps Bringle should think about getting a hamster model made. Because apparently this is now his legacy. So it seems. And I think we found Pringle's favorite Paper Mario game, or favorite Mario game in general. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for the present, huh? Even though there was like 5 or 6 more things, I think. I guess that's the only thing most people cared about, huh? There's plenty of fan art for the hamsters. Melon, off topic, but I'm just about done making my Dragon Quest sword that I'm gonna take to Mocha. Oh, that's right, you were working on that, weren't you? That sounds pretty good, actually. Heck yeah. I'm glad that you went through with it and stuff. It's not easy, like making, well, cosplay stuff in general, actually. So making the sword is pretty cool. It's massive, slightly taller than me. Oh, are you gonna have the same issue that that one Link cosplayer had as well? Maybe. Oh. Let's see. No. Wow. Oh, nice. No, it's a great sword. Oh, fair enough. Okay, it's a great sword. I guess that makes things a little bit easier. The one Mr. Sakuria first wanted to. Yeah, I think so. Sakuria. That's gonna be our nickname for them from now on. Sakuria. Mashed potatoes and samurai. Yep. I can get how Masahiro is hard to like say or remember or spell. Sakurai is not too bad, but Masahiro I can understand. But yeah. Mashed potato samurai. 1912. 1912. Rivers Cat. I knew nothing about that, actually. Dang. That's upsetting. Plus, I think he deserves the Mr. title. Well, he is a male and someone of high status, but yeah, of course. It's not the Mr. that threw me off, it's the Sakaria that did. There's nothing wrong with titles and honorifics in this case. Obviously. What else? Is there anything else? There has to be, right? I know Resident Evil ended up releasing at the same time that Fire Red Leaf Green did on last Friday. I'm not really one who does horror. Not because of scary, but because my reactions aren't really interesting for stream. And Bob, would you have any suggestions when making a cosplay? Ooh. That's a good one, actually. What? Try to make out of things you can find before you spend big bucks on official cosplay. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. That is a good tip. Because I used to always wonder why whenever people did cosplay, the clothing would look very, like, I guess not real. Material-wise. Even with, like, jeans and stuff, it would still be, like, cosplay material jeans. As opposed to just using, like, actual jeans, I guess. But yeah, that's a good point. Don't break the bank when trying to, like, craft something or whatnot. Especially for something that you would probably do once a year or once every few years. I was thinking of cosplaying May from Guilty Gear. And yeah, if you have, like, use whatever you have around you and then look at some tutorials on crafting whatever May wears and stuff. And of course, make sure you go out to sea and grab an actual anchor. Because, you know, cosplay can't be authentic otherwise. Be as resourceful as possible before spending big buckaroos unless you're loaded. I made a Splatoon tank once out of a lamp and a 3-liter soda bottle. That's really funny. That's cute. I like that. Oh. Yeah. Indeed, what else? That can't be everything, right? I've been away for so long. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. For other news of the week, the Uma Musume movie came out in the US? Really? Oh, it's out? It's already out? As in, people can go to theaters and watch it? Melon. That is big news. Mela, I'm gonna DM you a picture of the sword so you can see. Okay. I will check the Instagram. That I know that I don't check very much, but I will definitely check for sure. Papa. Do that. Huh. I do miss doing this. It's been a little bit. It's still very therapeutic despite my skill. Or lack of skill. It's just really fun to do. And chat at the same time. I do hope it gets announced for showings in cinemas in Europe. I feel like in this case, if it did hit the US, then it has to hit Europe in some capacity, right? It's practically a cash cow at this point, no? Otherwise, it would be wasted potential, I think. Milo, I did see the movie being streamed in certain places, but no spots near me, unfortunately. Oh. Umamusume. When everyone raises their horse daughters. Sure. The UK has Cheltenham, which is a huge horse racing event. Oh, that's definitely fitting. Oh yeah, the Wilted Rose, yeah. Mambo, or whatever her super long name is, has gotten very popular as of late. Really? I wonder why. 1629. Senropyaku Nijuki. Mambo. Mambo Italiano. I guess I have one question. Oguri Cap is also popular. Not Italiano. Mambo Italiano. It's a song. How many people here are into train simulators? And how many of you have played them? Because I hear a lot of people like trains a lot. And people like simulators a lot. So I'm kind of curious about it. Like, how much into it are you? Like, how far will you go? I don't think I'm into them or I've tried them. Oh. Played one with a friend on stream once. What? You mean like... Wait, really? Honestly, Trains 2019 is amazing. Trains 2019. Huh. I'm kind of curious about that. Trains 2019. I could totally look that up, actually. Trains? (2019) Trains Railroad Simulator 2019. Interesting. So you can build and operate your own trains and or railroads and stuff. Apparently. He was the one with the controller. I was just advising him on what speed to move and stuff. So it was kind of like a it was literally like a conductor situation. It was like a or co-piloting situation, I suppose. Oh, what should I bet on? And there's also making a Tom's the tank. Tom's the tank engine train sim this year called Wonders of Sodor. Wonders of Sodor. Wonders of Sodor. Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. Experience the sights, sounds, and feelings of Sodor as you explore iconic Thomas and Friends locations like you've never seen them before. Interesting. Huh. It's been ages since I've seen Thomas the Tank Engine. But I did watch it when I was younger. For sure. I definitely watched it more than the jet plane. But then again, I watched a lot of things that were just on TV in general, I think. Wow. Humble. There's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8. The team behind the game also visited the Talalan Railway just to get an exact shot of Audrey's map of Soda. Ooh. JJ the Jet Plane. I think I saw only 1 or 2 episodes. Yeah, I used to see a bit of it when I was younger. There were a lot of shows like that back then where it was like face on vehicle or something like that. And I guess that's why Cars and Cars 2 were a thing as well. And planes, of course. So when are we getting Locomotives by Pixar, huh? If we've already had cars and planes, where's Locomotives? Or just trains with like 3 Z's. JJ the Jet Plane, that's me. Yeah, exactly. They said I could become anything I wanted, so I became a jet plane. Pixar canceled that movie? What do you mean they canceled that movie? Why? Why did they cancel it? That is funny, isn't it? Why would they cancel it? That's crazy. There's just something really funny about that. Pixar canceled that movie. Jarvis, unmake that movie. Oh. Melon. There's concept art for a subway train story, but I'm guessing after planes didn't do so well, they dropped the movie. How can they think that the other movies wouldn't do well, or other vehicles wouldn't do well when cars did so well? I guess planes just had a different, like, feeling. I don't know. People like trains, from what I've been told. To be honest, I don't know how you could really do a movie on them because they're always on the rails. How do you make a train movie go off the rails? You can't make it like Brave Little Toaster, so well, I guess that's a good point. I guess that's why it hasn't been done. Unless you make it a horror movie, because people are using trains for horror movies and horror games now. So I guess that is why. I guess that's a reason as well. Jarvis, make another Toy Story instead. Yeah. Toy Story 7. Thomas is also getting a reboot this year. But Milo, don't you know? People hate reboots of everything. Remember? Every time a reboot happens, there's overwhelmingly negative reviews on things. Every single time. Which is actually really unfortunate. I don't understand why. I guess it is like a versus nostalgia thing, huh? This isn't what I grew up with. Even though it's not really for them, I guess. It's usually for like the next generation of people who didn't experience the older stuff. And plus times change over time as well. They massacred Bob the Builder and no more claymation. They rebooted Bob the Builder? I didn't know that. And claymation does take a long time to make. That is true. At first people were kind of skeptical, and especially the toys. But after seeing how many characters are coming back and a clip of Thomas, people are changing their minds. Okay. I guess that's what it takes then. Maybe that means other companies or directors can take note of that then when they decide to do reboots of things. Maybe this will be the diamond in the rough, I suppose. That's really interesting. Sometimes I do wonder what makes a director go, I want to make a movie. Who am I gonna get for the movie? What artists? What actors? How do I want to direct this? You know, sometimes I wonder about that. But I'm sure it takes a lot. So it's always nice hearing like when a movie fills the seats. Do you remember those? Or do you remember Thomas and the Magic Railroad? I don't actually, but I can look it up. Let me see. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. 2000. Interesting how one of the first things I get is why do people dislike the Magic Railroad? What? Apparently it flopped from what I'm seeing. Which is also interesting. I mean, let's be honest. We probably watched. Well, okay, maybe not watched, but at this point in time, we would probably watch Thomas for the narrator, right? That and like obviously the train's expression is changing, yes? I don't know. Usually when you get older, you start paying attention to other things in the same shows that you watch. Michael Angelus did a good job narrating for the UK dub. Oh, I used to watch Thomas for Sir Top Hat, Top Ham Hat only. There it is. That too. Yeah. That was one. That was the thing too. Yeah, Sir Top Hat. Yeah. Oh, that was a high score. That was the highest score I've gotten today. Huh. You mean the fat controller? Well, you see, Milo. We used to call that the Duke for the Xbox. The fat controller. It was always very cross. Yeah, that's what makes it funny. I'm sure there's like a YouTube compilation of all of Sir Top Hat's stuff. I'm gonna have to look at that after stream now. That has to exist. That is actually what he's called in the UK dub, but changed for the US. They just called him Fat Controller in the UK. Dang, UK had no chill then at all. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Regional differences are always fun to learn about. Watching that too after stream if it exists. It has to exist. There's no way it doesn't. In a world where like YTPs exist and all that type of stuff, that has to exist. There's no way. If people can make compilations of when Team Rocket James is being savage or Ash Ketchum is being savage, Sir Top Hat has to have something. Or Top Ham Hat, sorry. Sir Top Ham Hat solos. Any percent run. George Carlin also did narration for the show. That I did not know. I at least know of, or knew of, George Carlin a little bit. Some odd years ago. So that's surprising to hear. Because I only knew them for like their stand-up. Interestingly enough. Oh. And funny enough, in the Japanese dub for Thomas, all the characters get voice actors instead of the narrator doing the voices. Huh. Well, I guess that's one way for me to learn Japanese, I suppose. I might take a look. I guess when you have the budget, then you can do that. It's probably more immersive that way, I suppose. Maybe that's why so many people like trains. Maybe like the Thomas show was so enticing that people just really got into it. And people keep saying that like for the model series stuff. Yeah. People keep saying that there's a tie-in to like autism in trains or something for some reason. But like if it's a genuinely good show or whatever, then I can see why it would catch people's attention and keep people's attention. Or why people would fascinate over trains if that's the case, if it was a good show, right? I swear in my life I thought Soda was a real place when I was younger. What do you mean? What do you mean, Milo? Of course it's real. It's as real as the Magic Railroad, you see. No, I get it. I understand. That's how it is, though. As kids, everything is real. That's when everything was fun and stuff. Or at least we thought so. It's just west of the UK connected to Barrow in Furness. I read that as... For some reason, I read that as... It's just west of the UK connected to barrels and fumes. Like just a place like with radiation or on fire or something for some odd reason. It's the equivalent of saying, oh yeah, no, in all honesty, it's just Detroit. I don't know why I thought that, yeah. But yeah. That's very interesting. Yeah, not all things are based on real places, obviously. Sometimes you are left to the imagination, or the show will use actual imagination and stuff. Not everything is based on a real world. Fantasy does exist. It's okay though, there probably will be like a horror movie of Thomas. And the equivalent of like Choo Choo Charles or something. Because we have to, I guess. It's surprising they never made a horror film of Furbies. Because that was definitely a thing that scared a lot of people. I think a large reason for Thomas being so down to earth was because the Rev W. Audrey based all his stories on Thomas and Friends on real world events. Oh, okay. So it was more immersive that way then as well, I suppose. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Ah, 1496. Ah, I thought I had that. Hey, my highest score is 2249, so that's not bad, I guess. And after he wrote his final book, his son Christopher took up the series and wrote more stories until 2011. Oh, okay. See, you've locked in on this, so that lets me know that you really do like, you know, the Thomas stuff in general, or in its entirety, I guess. So yeah. Wait. Wow, people have still made these high scores. 42,000, 73,000. That's insane. Huh. Do you have a model railway layout? Oh, I see. Naruhodo, Melon. Thomas-san, 大丈夫ですか? As he's flipped over and derailed. Oh no. How did I not read that message? They locked in for SUIKA. They had to have. I definitely need to take a look at the top ham hat thing and the JP dub, I suppose, to see what's going on there. But hey, thank you so much, everyone, for coming to my stream today after me being away for so long. Mite kurete arigato, kiite kurete arigato. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to make sure that I stream more. SUIKA 24 hours. I don't even think I could do SUIKA 24 hours. The most I could probably do for SUIKA would be maybe 3 hours. When it first came out, I did around 2 hours, I think. 2-ish hours. But I don't think I could do a 24-hour Suika. I think I would go insane just a little bit. I think I would go insane for any game for 24 hours, now that I think about it. I'm trying to think of one where I wouldn't. I guess most people could play Tetris for like 24 hours, right? People don't get tired of Tetris. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Arigatou, Melon. For anyone who's for VOD watchers as well, if you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. I know I'm just a humble melon plant doggo who mostly plays Suika game, I guess. But I hope it's at least calming for people. That's what this is mainly for. Like Suika Suyobi, Watermelon Wednesday, you know? It's a brand of mine at this point. But I really should get back to other games as well, so I will try my best, as I usually say, to stream more because you guys deserve it. So I will see you next time, the next time I do stream. Where is my button? I don't know if that's gonna work actually. But yeah, I am meloncollieflaur. I'm glad to be back, and I hope to see you guys next time. Is it gonna work today after me being away for so long, or no? It's probably not, is it? No, it's not. Okay, that's cool. At any rate, bye bye. It's Melon. Ohayou gozaimasu.